Hey, my gorgeous failures. This is going to be a card read for everybody right up until the end of March. I want to do a really big one to get us back into that routine of having a weekly card read. So this is going to go from today being Sunday the 17th right until the 31st of March, which I believe is like what? Is that Easter Sunday? Let me just quickly check with my calendar. Yeah, Easter Sunday, 31st. There we go. So the decks that I'm going to be using today is the one I always use in session because it's easier to shuffle, and that is the Tote Tarot by Alistair Crowley. I also want to get a couple of cards from the Universal Truth deck by Share the Wisdom. I'm not sure who actually wrote or designed it, but it's by Share the Wisdom. And a couple of cards from my own deck still available on my website, the Divine Oracle. So I want to get a couple of cards from that as well. I have Max walking around. As soon as he knows that I haven't got all my attention on him, he gets annoyed and he becomes annoying. So if I have to yell Max a few times, you'll know why. And I want to know what's coming up for us for the rest of the month of March. Oh, you're a good boy. You're a good boy. All right, so let's have a look. At the moment, energy-wise, things are a little bit erratic. There is some crazy town energy going on that we're having to maneuver and work with, if you like, to get the kind of traction and results we're needing. It's hard sometimes to play the game like it really, really fucking is. But I find that, and I have to tell myself this as well, especially at the moment with all these energies going on, swirling around at the moment, I have to take a step back and fucking relax. I can't control everything. God knows I wish I could, but I can't. So with everything that's going on around us at the moment and what we know for sure is coming up, we need to be, when I say careful, it's not a warning. It's more like we need to know that we're safe. We need to know that we're going to be okay. And yeah, it's nothing for us to get too worked up about. We're absolutely going to survive whatever we're all experiencing at the moment. Now, this could even be good things. As I say to people, I hate when readers read from fear or read about nothing but doom and gloom. Oh, I see this happening. Oh. Well, what about the good stuff? Sometimes people can be really overwhelmed by good stuff as well. So this is not just doom and gloom. This is everything. You might be overwhelmed by something fantastic happening at the moment, and you're like, how do I contain this? You might have just fallen in love and you're like, how do I contain this joy that I feel for this other person? Don't contain it. Let it run wild, I say, because those beautiful moments can sometimes be few and far between. And interspersed with that is just everyday life, and interspersed with that is sometimes our sad or bad times. By the way, it's just a cooking burn. It's just a cooking burn. All good. I saw it. I went, oh, people are going to ask questions. This hand, I don't know why, gets loads of cooking scars. See? All up and down. Ridiculous. Sorry. So let's have a shuffle and see what's happening for the next 2 weeks. Whoa, there we go. First card out. I definitely want more than one card, but it's a damn good card to start with. All right. Okay, I'm going to take all of them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Done. And I want that one. Yes, I do. Oh, wonderful. Wow. You know what? It's a mixed bag, but I'm going to take it. It's a mixed bag. All right. So this is what we have coming up for the next roundabout. Well, there's 2 weeks left of this month. Yeah, 2 weeks left. All right. So we have the Lovers. Yay. So as I said, there's a few of you falling in love. There's a few of you that will be redefining your relationship with your loved one. There's a few of you that will be proposed to, or you're going to propose. How beautiful, an Easter proposal. It'll be like an Easter egg hunt, but then, you know, you find a beautiful ring sitting next to a little soft bunny somewhere in the garden. How cute. And it's also talking about the love of you. And I know you hear it a lot and you want to slap people when they say it, but it's really true. If you don't love and nurture yourself first, always for the rest of your life, and I mean this, especially for mums, how can you look after anyone else? Yeah. So it's extremely important that we start to refocus on us. Is it selfish? I don't care. Whatever you want to call it, you call it whatever you want to call it. For me, it's about taking care of yourself, because when you're depleted and your energy is depleted or your emotions are depleted, how can you look after anyone else? How can you be there for everybody else when they need you? I think that could be hard. Now, the next card down was love. Like I said, we start strong. Love. If humans only realized now what a superpower love is, I think we would be in a much better place in the world. It is a frequency, it is a chemical reaction, and I truly feel it can change. It can change the dynamic. It can change landscapes. It can change your landscape to the way you want it to be. If you're not living the life that you truly envisaged for yourself, then know that as a human being, we are so lucky we can rethink and redesign exactly how we want our lives going forward. And why wouldn't you want that? Why wouldn't you want to go, you know what, fuck me. I do want something different. I do want to challenge myself a little bit more. Or, God, I'm sick of being everything to everyone. I think I want to pull back a bit. I think there are some people I want to move away from over the next 2 weeks. I'm not really vibing with them anymore. Yeah, do that too. Oppression. Yeah, 10 of Swords. Who are you feeling controlled by? Who are you feeling oppressed by? There might be some friendships. I keep going back to friendships where you just go, oh my God, I feel fucking exhausted when I leave your presence. I think I'm being a little bit, the life force being sucked from me whenever I'm around you. It may be the case that you find that when you're with a certain group of people, could even be family members, you feel they're a little bit dictatorial. Oh, you should be doing this. Why haven't you done that? I don't fucking know. You do you. At my mum's funeral, at the service after, they call it a wake. My mum hated that word, but I don't know any other word to call it, but the wake. Cousins who I hadn't seen in years were asking the same questions they asked of me and my sister back when we were in high school. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, have you not grown up yet? You're in your 50s now. Some people don't change. Oh, well, but you've changed, I've changed, and everybody better get fucking used to it. Peace. Oh, yeah, peace. Beautiful. And for people at this time of year leading up to Easter, it is a time of peace. You know, God has risen. There's a beautiful sense of peace is now restored again. And we're going to be all right. We're going to be safe. But this is especially for you at this time. There is a lot of peace that you're needing, you're requiring, and you will get that peace you're searching for, that solitude as well that you might be searching for. You might be like, God, just give me a moment's peace and quiet. You're going to get it. I always say to people, be careful what you wish for, because when you get it, if you haven't been very specific about it, you might end up hating what you're getting. So be really specific with saying, yeah, I do need a bit of peace and solitude. I do need that moment to myself. You're allowed to do that. Even if you're a mum or a dad, you're allowed to say, oh my God, I've had a gut full of all of you. Just get the fuck away from me. Just give me half hour to myself, please. And it's not that you hate their guts. It's not anything like you love them any less. It's just you need some time out. That's cool. That's nice. That's self-care. That's self-preservation. All right. This is all happening over the next 2 weeks to take us through to Easter Sunday. All right. Futility. 7 of Swords. Hi, Max. He just wants to say hello. Hey, Max. Hello. Ain't you gorgeous boy? Oh, you gorgeous boy. Futility. I feel like something that you're pushing for. All efforts are futile at this point in time. It's not to say it can't change by tomorrow, Monday the 18th, because it's Sunday here where I am, Sunday morning. It's lovely and quiet before everyone gets up. Birds are chirping. It's nice. It's been raining. Oh my God. I love the rain. I love the cold weather. But I feel whatever you're pushing for, if it's not happening, just fucking let it go just for a minute, please. I had to have that chat with Teresa myself. We're going through something right now. And I'm like, holy fuck, really? Really? And I said to her, I've just realized we're all good until we absolutely need to take action. Like it just kind of, it clicked. I went, but we're safe. We're right. We're all good until we absolutely need to take action. She was like, well, yeah, you just cottoned onto that now. I said, I just went into free fall, went, right, we've got to take action. We've got to do it now, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, nope, no, we don't. We can gently take our time with this, very, very gently. I'm like, okay, let's take our time a little bit. Let's do it. All right. So don't rush. Don't push. The worst thing you can do to the universe or to whomever you believe in is to push and resist what's happening around you. These things might be happening around you for a reason. It might just be protecting you from something. So shut the fuck up, back out of their way and let it bring all that great stuff to you quicker than what you're trying to control it. All right? Because when you do, untold happiness, the 9 of Cups, nothing but happiness. Woo, lovely. We love happy. I love joy. I love bliss. Longer and more extended moments of happiness, joy, and bliss is something that I strive for. And if I'm not having it for whatever reason, I try to limit the time I feel sad or bad because I know it's going to affect me in a couple of weeks' time. And that sucks massively. And I don't like it. So don't think I don't have those moments either. Of course I do, but I just don't let them last as long. Because when you do, you're going to doubt, fear, detail, and worry. And we're all going to worry at some point. There are things that concern us or we need to have completion around. We need to tie up loose ends, make sure everybody's on the same page. Truths need to be spoken. I keep hearing that from my mum and dad. The truth needs to be spoken. Whether or not people like it or can handle it, I don't care. The truth, your truth needs to get out. And I'm hearing that for some of you, this is concerns around parents. I feel for some of you, you've lost a parent and you're concerned about the other parent. I totally get that. I find when you've got absolute soulmates, when one passes, the other one tends to follow. I'm sorry, but it's just the way it is. Whether they decide to do it themselves or they just will themselves away, it can happen. So I feel some of you have that kind of concern, that worry about the other parent right now. And I get it. I really get it. What I will tell you is you and I have no control over somebody else's choices or destiny. It would be lovely if we did, but we don't. Hence why all humans have free will and choice. So I feel at this moment for the next 2 weeks, your worrying, as it was and will always be, is useless. Worrying never changed the course of history, my father would always say. Worrying is never going to stop whatever's meant to be from happening. It will still occur, whether you worry about it or not. And I know, because my brain is a transmission tower. It is active That if I worry about something or worry about what I don't want to have happen, that's exactly what's going to happen. So, for example, rather than me saying, I want to be financially free, debt-free with money in the bank, lots of it. Instead, my basic human mind will go, oh my God, but I've got so much debt and I don't know how I'm going to get out of it. Oh my God, I've got bills to pay this week. How am I going to get the money to pay it? So rather than focusing on the feeling of being financially free, I've focused on what I don't want. And so the more energy and focus is on that, the more I'm going to get that. It's really easy stuff. And if we don't cotton onto it now, we're not going to be living the lives that we want to lead. And that's really sad too. Now, interesting card, cruelty. The 9 of Swords, cruelty. Who's being horrible around you? Get rid of them. For the next 2 weeks, just take a note of what people say to you. I always say, you know, people don't generally, I know this sounds weird to say, right? But people don't generally lie to you. You know, we hear people say, oh, you know, you're so good for me and I don't deserve this. Okay, I'm walking. Or, you know, when you, like, I heard it said to me the other day, oh, you know, they said to me, oh, I don't deserve you, blah, blah, blah. Believe them. Believe them. I hate when people say that because generally, most of the time, they're right. They are cunty and you deserve better. So take note of what people are saying. When people, I always say when people say, oh, I wouldn't do that. Oh, I wouldn't be doing that. Oh my goodness. What are they saying? I wouldn't do that, but you would. So why are you taking advice from people that have no idea what they're talking about? So do what feels good for you. The cruelty is sometimes because as well, they're jealous of you. Yes. They're insecure around you. Not your problem. Or even more basic bitch stuff. The jealousy, the resentment, and I'm burping so I'm right, is because they wish they were doing it. They just haven't got the guts. Fuck them off. Real easy. Why? Because you're going to have absolute success. Yay. Absolute success. There is a lot of success coming for the majority of us over the next 2 weeks. Not everybody is cut out for success. Why? Because some people don't want the responsibility. Yes. What's that saying? Oh, it's some comic thing. I don't fucking rule this shit. Superhero stuff. With great power comes great responsibility. Yeah, because people will listen. When you're successful in whatever avenue you decide to do, you've got to be responsible then for what you say, for your money, for decisions being made. See, the pup agrees with me. I don't know if you heard that puppy barking away. He agrees. Yes. So a lot of success coming to us over the next 2 weeks. There's a lot of things, unfinished business to tie loose ends on. It's all happening just before Easter. It really is. And I love this card to finish off from the Tote Tarot for the next 2 weeks. Abundance. Yay, the 3 of Cups, abundance. Great abundance for all of us to have if we want it. As I always say, it's there waiting in escrow for you. You just got to reach in and grab it. It's there. So what's stopping us? It's our own fucking mental health. It's our own way of thinking. We fuck things up by thinking of all the bad things of why it might not happen, rather than just go, oh, screw this. I'm just going to give it a go. All right. Let me get a couple of cards from my own deck. See what the Divine Oracle needs us to know for the next 2 weeks. And if they don't flip, I'm just going to stop when they tell me to stop. Okay, I'm stopping. Done. I like him. I like him. Love, nothing but. Yay. And the words on the back of this card are, it had to be done. A salute, a nod, a bow to my favorite phrase, and it's true. Love is a superpower. Yes, that's what we were just saying with the cards before. And until you get on that frequency, you're going to have a crappy life. There really is nothing but love. We wouldn't exist without it, and it's as simple as that. Love whom you are, love yourself first, and watch magic happen when you come from that viewpoint of love. It's a miraculous tonic and soothing balm for all life experiences and situations. Yay. I don't have booklets in my decks. I think it's a waste of time and money. I just put all the info on the back for you. Done. So love, it really is coming through beautifully strong, beautifully powerful over the next 2 weeks. And the next card down from my deck, drink and be merry. I was getting tongue-tied then for a minute. Drink and be merry. Yeah, Easter's coming. It's a time to relax, have a couple of drinks and let go, and repeat as many times as necessary for you to know that everything will be all right and there's no need for unnecessary worries. Being a bit tipsy every now and then is utterly enjoyable, and drinking beautiful alcohols is something I definitely enjoy on a weekly basis. I love a really beautifully designed cocktail, so raise your glasses high and drink to good health, wealth, and prosperity. Yay. It's funny, I don't drink much these days. I've kind of gone sober, full on sober. The only time I'll have an alcoholic drink these days is when Teresa makes her beautiful margaritas. I love a real citrusy, orangey margarita. She does the best. When I'm out though, no, I've stopped. Isn't that weird? I've stopped. I don't know why. It doesn't make me feel as good as it used to, but I understand the premise behind I say eat food, eat, drink, and be merry. It's nice to let the hair down every now and then, be a little bit wild and a little bit scandalous. And the last card from my deck for the next 2 weeks is rituals. Yay, beautiful rituals. To get what you want, why not? And no need to Google how to do this. Do what feels right for you. Your words are powerful, and once spoken, the universe must get to work to bring it to you. It's also highlighting that it's time to include a ritual or two in your day. We all have little rituals, and I love my end of day rituals. Pampering and cleansing for me. Create some gorgeous ones for yourself to feel loved and nurtured. Yay. I love it. And it's what I say all the time in sessions. Even if this is just religiously, you have a cup of tea in the morning or coffee or in the afternoon, whatever this is for you, buy a beautiful mug or buy a beautiful teacup and saucer. A lot of my friends now buy me teacups and saucers for celebrations and things because they know I love that ritualistic tea or coffee in that beautiful teacup and saucer. It's just my thing. It's what I like. Or if it's a lovely piece of chocolate every day with that cup of tea or coffee, whatever this is, or 10 minutes reading your favorite book in your favorite little corner of the house, do that. If it's like for me, it's bath time. Like I scrub, I moisturize, I pamper, I perfume, I do all that lovely stuff at the end of the day. It's just how I celebrate the day I've just had. These are just very cheap rituals that you can create for yourself. All right. And the last card I want to get, and it's a really large deck, the Universal Truth. I just want to give it a very gentle shuffle because otherwise I'll just go everywhere. And I want to know what universal truths or truth they want us to know for the next 2 weeks. What are our words to live by for the next 2 weeks, I think. Oh, and I got 2 out. There you go. There you go. Oh, I like it. Patience. This is the first one for this week, and then we'll do the next week. Patience. Between the bombardment of all the stimuli and choices coming our way, patience is vital to our soul's serenity. It is the quietude of mastery. It is faith in the human development. It is letting things unfold as they should. Yes. The higher intelligence can only reach us when we are patient and still. Patience reforms the emotions, replenishes the body, and refines the mind. I love these words. The masters say it better to be patient than to be at risk. In truth, impatience undermines our well-being. Yes. Patience is not having unrealistic expectations and judgments. It is a compliant composure and uncomplaining steadiness. Oh my God. I needed this card. Remember, the gift of patience is patience. That's the front of the card. That's the back of the card. I really needed to hear that today. I really needed that. That was awesome. And the last card of what quality we need to know for the next 2 weeks is leadership. Divine leadership follows the principles of the higher laws. It is a commitment to unflinching truths with no manipulative agenda. These times are crying out for exemplary leaders. Leaders must live it, then lead it. One must be honorable, humble, and have a sense of humor about their shortcomings. The art of leadership is the art of listening and learning. A good leader knows to establish a secure line of communication to the higher power, willing, waiting, and wanting for divine direction. To lead well is to heed well. Remember, lead like a lion heart, strong and loving. There we go. Beautiful. That was our lot for the next 2 weeks. And I will be back. So Easter Sunday, we will have things on, of course. But Easter Monday, I'll record the week ahead. I wanted to edge back into this, not shock you all too much with an expectation of a weekly again, just in case I can't make it happen all the time. But I thought I'll do the 2 weeks leading up to Easter Sunday, and then Easter Monday, I will record again for the week coming up. All righty, my loves, that were your lot. As always, I love taking you beyond the veil. And love, there's nothing but